I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaga Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? It is a great day, and I'm so very excited to be here. As you can see, we have an author on the show today, and I'm just so excited to have him on and have his book. He is in Hawaii, and I hope I said that right because I know there's a specific way of saying Hawaii. It's not Hawaii. It's Hawaii, right? Am I wrong? Am
Perfect.
I wrong? Am I right? I mean, let me know.
You
Welcome to the
know,
show.
yeah, I'm one of these Hawaiians. It's okay. Even Hawaiians mispronounce words, so
Oh, okay. So how
don't
do we
worry.
say it? How do we say it?
Well, I say Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah. So see, I was close. I was close. Well, welcome to the show, Bob. Tell us all about yourself in Hawaii. How is it there?
It's a beautiful day here. Um, and like I mentioned earlier, we live. My wife and I live at about 3,800 feet, where Waimea is located. And we are located on the south slope of what's called the Kohala Mountains. It's a rural country area, population about 8,000. We have a nice mix of people living here, Japanese. I'm part Hawaiian, part Haole or part Caucasian. My wife is Haole. She was born and raised in San Francisco. I wish our grandkids were here so that you could get a clear sense of our DNA. Our oldest grandson, who is 8 years old, he's pure blonde. And our youngest grandson, who is part Hawaiian and part Chilean, he's got big green eyes and black hair and golden skin.
Mm, you just never know what you're gonna get.
Never know.
You just don't. You
Never
don't.
know.
You just don't. Like, it's just amazing. DNA is just beautiful, and it's just gorgeous when you're in love with someone and the love just overshadows everything. It's just a beautiful thing. It's a gorgeous
Yes.
thing.
You
Yes.
never know what you're going to get.
Nope.
We have a plaque on our hallway that says, "Children are the rainbow, but grandkids are the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow."
I love that. I love that, and I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Wow, wow. So how did you know? Let's go back to your writing because I know that, we're talking about family and all that, but family is a big factor a lot of times in your writing. How did you know that you were going to start writing?
Well, the inspiration for it, Yaya, was I was, I think, the oldest grandkid in my immediate family of second generation grandkids. And whenever we had family reunions, I don't know why, but I was the one who was picked on to be the one to put the reunion together. And, it was a fun event, really, to gather up the family, to be able to talk story and tell jokes and just, learn about our family and our history. But the problem was we had a lot to talk about, and when we part of our reunion was visiting our grave sites, and whenever we did that, we had names engraved on a tombstone. Some had pictures, but that's all it was. A few family members knew a few things about certain people, but we never knew the complete story behind the tombstone. And so my inspiration for writing Waimea I Ka La'i was to leave behind a story about myself and my wife so that our grandkids would know a little more about us. So that was the inspiration.
That's
That was the impetus for me to write Waimea I Ka La'i and a bunch of other books that I've written in the last 12 years.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. I love that. And like I said before, family is can be the conduit that makes everything kind of glued together, you know.
Exactly. Um, my mom was pure Hawaiian, but she never ever shared with us about her past. For some reason, she never talked about her family much, and what little she shared, um, there were still a lot of dots that needed to be connected. Unfortunately and sadly, she died young, and we were never able to pull out of her a lot of the stories that she could have shared with us. Um,
Oh,
so, that's a lot of history
oh yeah.
that's lost.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, I think that's with everyone. You know, there is some history gaps. Some people have more history gaps than others, but I think that uh the love that they shown us,
Yes,
they overcast all of that anyway.
exactly, exactly. And, on my dad's side, we have a genealogy book that is 4 inches thick.
Oh,
And when we look through the book, it's interesting because it's like it's a rainbow. We've got Koreans in our family, Japanese in our family, blacks in our family. I mean, it's a whole rainbow. It's a tremendous color that's there.
Wow.
Love.
Well, definitely, definitely. I totally agree with you, and I couldn't agree with you more. You know, as a mixed family myself, and learning to embrace all of that
Yes,
with my family, understanding that it's not color that makes a family, but love that makes a family. It doesn't matter.
yes. We are many, but we are one.
Definitely, definitely. I couldn't agree with you more. So tell us about your book, and I hope I say this right. You ready? Waimea I Ka La'i. Did I say that right?
Waimea I Ka La'i.
Ika La'i?
And it's a book about my family.
Right, right.
It's stories about my family. It's got humor. Um, it's got embedded in my book. I not only talk about my past, but I try to leave behind messages um, to leave our grandkids, and hopefully messages and values that they will be able to carry on as they live life. Um, I've got a few things that I think, if it's okay, I could share.
Definitely. Yes, go right ahead.
There's one part here where I say, leave them the values you have lived your entire life, along with inheriting the earth. Leave them those values that are worth more than all the gold and silver you can leave them. Your public face needs to line up with your private face. In the twilight of your years, and I'm 75 years old, you cannot afford to be a phony. You must be real, genuine, authentic, full of aloha, meaning full of love, mindful, a bright and shining example. Bring forth the fruits of the Spirit, all nine: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self control.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I had to do it. I had to put the book up there. I
Thank you.
had to. No problem. So people can get a visual, because a lot of times what we don't understand is that, the love that we have for whatever the reason is that for writing the book is in that book. The imagination, the creativity, all of that is in the book. And I want people to understand that. What kind of advice do you give to people who want to leave a legacy like this for their family?
Um, we live in a great country. Yes, it does have its shortfalls, but the big thought, the big message that I live and I want to pass on to my grandkids and for them to pass on to their kids. As Hawaiians, our kingdom was stolen by the US. And I don't know if many people know that our queen, our kingdom was overthrown in 1897 by a group of Americans. And the sovereignty issue is a growing issue in Hawaii today. There is so much hatred, so much anger surrounding that issue. And for me, as a part Hawaiian, as someone who served as a trustee on the Office of Hawaiian Affairs, the message I leave to my grandkids is we have to look forward. Sadly, these things happened, but we need to look forward to a better time and to better things.
Yes, yes.
That's
I
my message.
definitely, and I totally understand that. Taken away from my root country of Africa,
Yeah.
being an American, I don't consider myself an African American because I never really considered myself an African. I was born here, so I'm an American. But understanding the whole concept of being robbed of your heritage, I understand that completely.
We're in the same boat.
Yes, sir.
We're in
Yes,
the
sir.
same boat. And
Yes, we are.
I have another book that I wrote. I think it was my third book, um, the 5th of July. And that's the message that's embraced in that book that I strongly emphasize. We need to look ahead. We need to look ahead because if we hold on to that anger, it will only hold us in the past.
Yeah.
We need to move on.
I totally agree. And I wanted to show this. Is this the book here we're talking about, A Tale of Two Countries?
Yes.
Awesome. So that is also on your website. I'm going to go ahead and put your website on the screen so that people can actually see where they can go to get these books because I think that it is definitely a necessity to study up on the history that we have been so deprived of.
You know, it's a very short story, and I think, it's a love story, but it's a story. I put the message in there, but I put it in gently. It's not. It's about two brothers who think differently. Both are identical twins.
Hmm.
One is pro-American, one is anti-American. But at the end, they find a way to work out their differences
Hmm.
and come to love each other, as family should.
Right. Right, definitely. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And there is the website there. It's authorrobertlindsey.com. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of make sure that you know where to go to get this book and how to get it. Mr. Lindsey, I am so, so grateful that you have been here today to share this moment with me and to understand that we are in the same boat as far as our lineage, our history that has been stolen, and how we have been deprived of a lot of things in our lives. But I have to say this, our lives still progressed, and we're still here today to tell about it. So at least we have an opportunity.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And I want to thank you, Yaya, for being so very patient with me. I messed up on my end with being able to click in, but I appreciate the time spent with you. And I will say, sadly, your boat is bigger than ours, but somehow through love and aloha for people, I think someday we will all come together and be able to work out our differences and find that common ground that we need to look for.
Definitely. I agree with you. I think that we should all have each other's back. And I think that we just haven't been taught that, as far as what we have been taught and what we've been through as two separate people, but still a people united in the, how would I say, in the tragedy of disconnection. I think the disconnection has went over for now.
That's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to last much longer. I want to thank you so much, Mr. Lindsey, for being on the show. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And much
Thank
aloha
you.
to you, Yaya, from Hawaii.
And much love to you from over here in Florida.
Take care and
and
have
much,
a beautiful day.
That's right. And much love to you guys. I have the website authorrobertlindsey.com. It's on the bottom of the screen, but it'll also be in the description box wherever you're watching. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you've ever wanted to know the history of Hawaii, or if you just want to know the history of Mr. Lindsey's family, which is from his heart, don't forget to go to that website and check it out for yourself. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. Bye.